Good morning, guys. It's a profile pop-up today for Abdul, and the theme is getting creative and responsive in your profile design. Now, I could have almost have said, get creatix. I thought that was a cute little twist on it. I almost did that, but one thing I want to point out here is getting a little too creative. You need to, if you can, move that logo up above because the same thing is it's getting cut off by your picture on the mobile app here on Android, and the same thing on the web, on the web version, the browser, sorry. But there are a lot of things I like about this profile. And the reason I did like the word responsive that you have in here, that's an actual thing. You're a responsive web developer. I get that. You've got, right off the bat, you come up with make your website work. That might be all you see, guys, from the headline. And that's awesome. Make your website work. Maybe you even put in there, preface it, make it a little bit more responsive for you and say, I make your website work for you. Something like that. Get it a little bit more personal. So here's some more examples of that because I just, for example, this here I love. That first bit here in the summary. To survive in a digital world, you need a website, a logo, and other tools. To thrive, maybe even put that in capitals. Put thrive in caps to say, in case they just start reading it and say, to survive in this, yep, to survive, okay. But whoa, to thrive, what does that mean? I want to open this up and I want to read more about it. And, someone who will breathe new life into your ideas, tell your brand story. I truly enjoy what I do. I mean, I really enjoyed reading this. This was a really good intro here. Now, one thing I would add is my clients recognize me as reliable. 99% projects completed. Now, that's up to you to say that, but if you can get a recommendation or something that you've received from a client and put the quotes in here, the social proof is huge. So I would try to add some actual quotes in here, and that would only make this a little bit stronger. But I just take a look at this, read this, and it's a great example. Here you've got some capitals going on, so it makes my eyes come down to it without being gimmicky and have all sorts of weird symbols. Here you've got some keywords that you put in caps. So you're already doing some great jobs here of, a great job of grabbing the attention and bringing it in. Now, one thing I did notice, I clicked on this link. If you say view on the link, it goes out to something called Bannerot Partners. And I don't understand if that's even you. I didn't see anything on there for you. So just check through your details here. I don't know what your goal was in having that there, but maybe even put your own website that you show in the background, the creatixdesigner.com. That's really hard, and like you saw, it's getting covered up by the picture. So maybe put a link to that there because you want to make this so easy that all someone has to do is tap once, tap twice, and next thing you know, they're going to your website and they're seeing more social proof. So you've got a great job here leveraging everything that's in your headline. You've got a good tagline up front. It's really good. Now, the other thing about some cleanup here, in your most current position as a freelancer, you don't have any description going on, but you do have, more than one present or current position. So this one now, the second one, is a lot better. Maybe just to get a little more spacing in here. I provide a comprehensive package of services. That may be not enough to make me want to click on it. So as you saw here, I provide a comprehensive list. I begin with listening and embracing. Now, see there, I like that. That's interesting. So maybe, what's my process? What's your problem? You might even start off with something like that because this is wonderful how you go through here and you describe what your process is. Reach your customers. Here's the benefit, right? Here's the benefit. And maybe even that's at the very bottom. This is the result. Happy. You are fully happy with the result. This kind of thing, if you can get that up toward the top, it'd be even better because it'll make me be inclined to want to click on it or tap on it. And presume, even though you're a web developer, presume that people, being responsive, people are going to be using the app. So they're going to be wanting to make this really easy. Now, the other thing I noticed too, a web developer, roughly the same time frame. You've got the no logo here just because it's not a full-fledged position. And it goes from 2010 to 2018. That's not really adding a whole lot since you've already been, or you're already showing that you're a web developer from 2011 to the present. So I don't know that that's adding anything. You may consider removing it. And that's interesting, the CEO of radio, if you can get yourself a better icon, if you've got a full website, created a profile on LinkedIn. But overall, guys, this was a really good, a lot of good skills and endorsements. Here's your recommendations. You've got 7 of them total. Again, get some of that information up toward the top. Just overall, this was a pleasure to read, and I'll end it with that because I love that background as well. So great job, Abdul. And this is a good model of a profile to follow. Thanks, guys.